We remind you that interscholastic events are an extension of the classroom and that lessons are best learned when proper respect is given to everyone. Please support excellent sportsmanship the Jayette way. Everyone is a role model. Respect the game. Be loud, be proud, be positive. Conduct counts. Let's meet the starters. First from the visitors, South Hamilton Hawks. Leading off at catcher, number 14, Kendra Hoverston. Pitcher, number 3, McKenna Galatic. Right field, number 9, Sydney Flaw. First base, number 23, Claire Hewitt. Third base, number 13, Lily Emmerman. Left field, number 7, Jill Hesse. Second base, number 21, Ashlyn Erickson. Shortstop, number 4, Emma Lammers. Center field, number 10, Tana Thompson. And now the starters for your Jayettes.
Crowd's going crazy.
Leading off at shortstop, number 13, Kerrigan Welcho. In center field, number 1, Taryn Naring. At pitcher, number 14, Maci Tunink. First base, number 20, Emily Bell. Second base, number 4, Tina Kanealy. Third base, number 5, Callie Welcho.
Welcome back inside the Perry Fairway.
Catching number 19, Callie Jo Steva.
Jayettes softball. Let's now take a look at
Designated player,
starting
number 16, Maddie Hollinsworth.
big, not too small, just right for
In left field,
Look at the defense for the
number 11, Sydney Barkley.
We got Barkley in left, Marion
In right field, your flex player,
right.
number 7,
Midfield, it's
Cassidy Atwell.
at short. Kanealy at second, Bell at first
Will you
base.
please rise and remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem? Leading off the game for South Hamilton, number 14, Kendra Hoverston.
But can she trust her defense behind her today? We will find out.
Yeah, it was 8 unearned runs she gave up against Roland-Story. And unfortunately, yeah, the defense just let her down. And here comes the first pitch from Tunink. It's going to be swung through and missed. And that is strike number 1 for Hoverston. She is the catcher, one of the rare catchers you'll see lead off a game. As we have the 0-1, Tunink rocks and fires. Pitch is high. Count moves to 1-1.
The Hawks didn't return too many people from last season's significant starting time. Hoverston was one of them. She had 59 total at-bats last season. She had 5 hits though on the season, so 5 hits and 59 at-bats last year, not total. So it's real trust that her coach showing to lead her off.
Yeah, batting 153 last season, and she'll take the 4th pitch of the at-bat. High and outside, count moves to 2-2. See if Tunink has the strikeout stuff working early in this one. She had 10 against Nevada, 4 against Roland-Story. She comes home with the pitch, fouled back and out of play. We will do the 2-2 again. Offense has been difficult so far for South Hamilton in their 2 games. They've scored a total of 5 runs. Making Tunink work here.
Oh, good pitch.
The pitch high and
Oh, my God.
full. Looked to be a pretty good pitch. Trying to get her to chase something up in the zone.
There's letters.
3-2 pitch. Tunink in danger of walking the first batter. She rocks.
There we go.
Get her first dig. Gets Hoverston swinging.
Now batting, number 3, McKenna Gallatin.
Really good pitch sequencing there from Tunink. It was a bit of an off-speed pitch on the 2-2 that was a little bit high. Not wanting to take it again, Hoverston was late on that high fastball.
Gallatic comes to the batter's box looking to help out her own cause. First pitch to her is going to be low, it looks like. And that will be a ball 1-0. Gallatic missed all of the softball season last year due to a basketball injury, but she is back now. And she will
Stay down,
take
Callie.
the second pitch, high, 2-0. So Tunink falling behind to her counterpart. As Gayettes gets comfortable in her right-handed batter's box, and she will take the third pitch, and it hits the top of the zone. The umpire giving her some love there, and it's a called strike. Count moves to 2-1. Tunink comes home with the pitch. It's swung straight back, and it moves the count to 2-2. So Tunink in position to pick up another strikeout here. Let's see what she elects to do here. He looks to be attacking the zone the last couple of pitches. And as I say that, Gaelic steps out, and Tunink will get back on the rubber. Rocks and fires, comes home with
nice
the
pitch.
It's taken. That's going to be a backwards K as Gaelic takes the strike. 2 batters, 2 strikeouts. Good start for Tunink.
Now batting number 9, Sydney Flaw.
Pitch sequencing from Tunink. That slider just broke in and buckled the knees of Gaelic. She couldn't do anything. She was locked up, could not pull the trigger. Great strikeout.
Flaw steps in, and man, oh man, as she choked up on that bat, you'd almost think she has 2 strikes on her already, and she's all the way up on the bat tape. She'll take the first pitch for a ball. Count is 1-0 to the right fielder. And she chokes up, shows bunt. It goes right back to Tunink. She gloves and fires.
There we go.
And that's how we end the first inning. No hits, no runs. We go to the bottom of the first here on
Middle of the inning, South Hamilton 0, Perry 0. Leading off for the Jayettes, number 13, Kerrigan Welchel.
10 combined hits on the season, so it's safe to say it's pretty good to be a Welchel these days. As Kerrigan steps into her right-handed batter's box. Perry wearing all black uniforms today with blue socks. Gaelic taking her time, finding the pitch she wants to throw. Just rapid fire home. First pitch will be high and called a ball. So Kerrigan in a good spot with the first pitch being high.
Seems too low.
Here comes the 1-0 pitch. It's
that's
swung,
down.
hit to right field. It's going to drop in front of Flaw and add another hit to the Rolodex for Kerrigan Welchel.
Really good hitting.
Number 1?
Now batting number 1, Taryn Nearing.
Dunking it over the second baseman's head into right field, as you said, in front of Flaw, has the sun right in her eye.
Nairn will come to the batter's box. This is the 3rd different lineup that the Jayettes have used this season. If you're keeping track at home, this is game number 3. As Nairn shows a bunt, it is fouled off, and it will be a foul ball. So Coach Luderman wanting to play a little station to station early in this one, trying to get Welchel in the scoring position. Unfortunately, Nairn could not get it down. He's behind in the count early here, 0-1. Here comes the pitch. Rock and fire.
Right in the middle.
Looks like an off-speed pitch, and Nairn just didn't swing at it as it goes across the plate. Count moves to 0-2. Nairn, a very speedy runner, as she ran at state track last Thursday. Off-speed pitch is going to be a tad high. Gaelic took something off that one, and just a bit too high it looked
With the
like.
wind?
Moves the count to
Like a wiffle
1-2. Welchel remains on first base, who singled to lead off this bottom of the first. Nairn in the batter's box. She'll take the 1-2 outside. Count moves to 2-2. So Nairn being patient here. She goes from 0-2 to 2-2.
Being patient, but not a lot of comfortable takes out there in the box. All of these have been very competitive, very close.
And Gaelic, let's see what she does here. She comes to, and this one is way over the catcher's head, and Welchel's going to be able to take second with ease on the wild pitch.
Of course, as soon as I say all of the pitches were competitive, you see one that they just slip out of her hand a little bit, as you said, way over the head. Homeristed, and now you got a runner in scoring position.
So now the count runs full 3-2, so you don't want to walk somebody, especially when you had a 0-2. Let's see what Gaelic does here. She throws a strike. It's going to be a ground ball hit to Lammers at short, fires over to first. They get her, and Kerrigan Welchel's able to take third base on the throw. So it's a productive ad. As with one
now batting number 14, Maci Tunink.
Third, and we'll see Maci Tunink come to the batter's box. ball.
Sounds so loud, the speaker, but I bet they can barely hear it out there.
So that
Be nice
works
if
out
they had a
pretty
ledge
well.
down here to
Tunink
put
having a
this
good season early. She is 4 for 8, batting 500. Look to see if she can help herself
I
out
could see
here.
her putting over that fence.
Runner on
Jeez, that's
third.
not bad.
Gaelic would love her first
Calling
strikeout
it.
of the game. Comes home with the first pitch. It is swung at, hit the Lammers at short. She'll fire over to first
run.
base, and they will make the play. Welcher will score on the ground ball. So Perry strikes first with 1 run in the bottom of the
Now
first.
batting number 20, Emily Bell.
Maybe not exactly how you'd like to get it done, but out of the gates early, Jayettes scratch the board first. Maybe not an ideal situation, but really good at bats from both Maring and Tunink, just putting the ball in play, forcing the Hawks to make that play, which they did. But good job there from Tunink getting that run home.
First pitch to Bell is going to be low and in the dirt. Count moves to 1-0. Yeah, it might be a good idea to try somebody else, right? You Lamers field a couple ground balls. She was able to make the play. Let's see if somebody else can make a play out there. As the left-handed hitter Bell steps into the box ahead of the count. She's batting .429 early in this season, and she swings through a pitch that was over the heart of the plate. She wants that one back. Count moves to 1-1 to the senior Bell. She led Perry in hitting last season, batting .350. She also led the team in RBIs with 19. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. She's swinging and she's going to foul it off.
Wait a little bit longer. That's
That
gone.
was hurt for a little while.
That was a little bit too juicy right there. I think Bell got a little over-eager and just didn't quite hit it the way she wanted to. Which never, ever feels good.
Now she's behind in the count. Count is 1-2 as Gaelic rocks and fires and throws this one in the dirt. So we kind of noticed once she's gotten to 2 strikes, she might be over pitching at times and trying to look for that K. Count moves to 2-2. See if Bell can battle here. She's already struck out twice this year. Here comes the 2-2. She's swinging and she hits a flare out to left center field, and it's going to bounce in front of the left fielder, and she's going to overrun it. Luckily for South Hamilton's sake, the center fielder Thompson was backing her up and got the play and threw it into second. So Bell will reach on a single or a
Now
second.
batting number 4, Tina Kanealy.
Again,
Really see the numbers with their
Good
ponytails.
approach at the plate. Not trying to do too much like she was on her swing prior. She takes that outside pitch, flips it right in the left center field, and maybe not trying to get too overeager, 2 outs, staying on first.
Kanealy steps into the plate. She'll take the first pitch of the at-bat high. And you gotta like what you've seen from the Jayettes so far, at least on the hits. That Welchel just went where the pitch was thrown. It was off the outside, hits its right field. Bell did something similar. It was on the outside, hit it to left field. Here comes the 1-2. It is popped up on
Spinning.
the infield, and Gaelic gets underneath it, and she'll make the
At the end of the first inning, South Hamilton 0, Perry 1.
Top of the second inning, the Jayettes lead here on KDLS 1-0.
Now batting number 23, Claire Hewitt.
Maci. If anyone can reach, Erickson will come to the dish. The left-handed hitter gets in the box. The first one Tunink has seen in this game. Let's see how she wants to attack her. Rocks and fires. Pitch is going to be a tad
Wish we could
high.
bang it, but
Count is
that's in
1-0.
I'm just gonna put this over her head. Just a guess.
Oh, it was a .236 hitter last year as a freshman. Here she is as a sophomore. She'll take the
Come on,
second
Mace.
pitch of the at-bat high. Steva had to jump out of her catching position that time to track that one down. So after Tunink gets a 1-0 lead, she's behind on the first hitter she sees. Behind in the count 2-0. Here comes the pitch. It crosses the strike zone. Count is 2-1. She did struggle getting behind in the count. Some in that first inning,
Kaya uses it to
but she was still able to set down the side in order. And she gets through it to swing through a pitch. Count is now 2-2. Tunink looking for her third strikeout of the game. Last year when these two teams met, Perry won them both. The first matchup 14-1. The second matchup 5-0. And a called strike on the outside corner. Beautiful pitch by Tunink to sit down the batter.
Now batting number 13, Lily Ammerman.
Slider using the back backdoor catching the outside black. Maybe a little bit of help from these umpires. And that's the first out of the inning, 4 in a row for her.
Hammerman steps in, takes the first pitch, gave a half-hearted swing. The umpire's going to say she held that swing, and Tunink behind in the count once again. She gets back on the rubber, stares in at Steva, rocks and fires. Pitch is going to catch the inside corner. Count moves to 1-1 against the third baseman, Lily Hammerman.
That inside corner.
Surprised me if she tries to lay down a bunt in this game, but we'll see what she tries to do in this at bat. Count is 1-1. She'll take the pitch high. Count moves to 2-1. So again, Tunink falling behind in the count. Already has 3 strikeouts in this one.
You have 3 coaches in
And she's only faced 4 batters.
32 minutes for players.
Here comes the 2-1. Swung at, hit to Kanealy at second. She'll field it and fire towards the bell, and they make the play. If you're keeping score at home, that is 4-3 on the putout.
Now batting number 7, Jill Hesse.
Hammerman was not quite ready for. Major emergency swing, a bit of a half swing too. Jammed her and great play, getting that put out.
Hesse steps in, the left fielder. She'll swing at the first pitch and serve one out to left.
Yeah!
And that's how the inning will end. Put a star next to that one as Barkley slides forward and makes the grab. We have no hits, no runs. We go to the bottom of the first. Harry up 1-500.
Now batting for the Jayettes, number 5, Callie Welshaw.
5 hits already in the young
Because
season.
otherwise, when I put down to put it on YouTube, then it's got a huge space from when it announces to when they come up.
Working against the senior. Kalich comes home with the pitch over the heart of the plate, taken for a strike. Count is 0-1. 4 singles, a double, already 4 RBIs for Welcher. Not bad through the first 2 games of the year. Here comes the pitch. It's going to be swung at and grounded towards third. Hammerman gloves it, fires over to the first baseman, and they'll make the play. So that'll be 5.
Now batting number 19, Callie Steva.
The off-speed pitch there by Galtic. Welcher was not ready for that at all. She put her foot down way early and was way ahead of it, making very weak contact. So good use of that off-speed. I think it was the first time we've seen that big of a looping breaking ball from her.
And now Steva comes to the batter's box, and she'll ground one down the first base line as it will be a foul ball. And Steva's behind in the count, 0-1. Steva dropping down a couple spots in the lineup. She struggled a little bit early on. Still looking for the first hit of the year. Behind in the count, 0-1. Here comes the pitch. It's going to bounce in front of the catcher. Count is 1-1.
And even though she is looking for the first hit of the year, she has 3 walks in the season, so she's doing a good job at the plate, producing good at bats. And if you're a head coach, you know that those hits will come when your hitter has a good eye, like she does.
And whenever you have a senior with a track record that's played for you a couple years, you know they'll eventually sort things out as Steva swings at the 1-1, and it's going to be out of play towards right field.
1-2.
Count is 1-2. Steva getting back in the batter's box, right-handed hitter. If she can reach, we'll see a courtesy runner for her. Let's see if she can reach. She'll take the pitch. That looks like a pretty good one, but was it high? I don't know. Here comes the 2-2 to Steva. Some extra life. Let's see what she can do with it here. Kalich rocks and fires, throws an off-speed pitch, and Steva's caught and walked it.
Now batting number 16, Maddie Hollingsworth.
On the 1-2, it was a breaking ball again. I believe the umpire may have gave up on it just a little bit early right there. He makes up for it with a low breaking ball call once again.
Hollingsworth stepping into the batter's box. She had a pretty good first game of the season. She had 2 hits in the second inning alone. She swings at the first pitch, grounded to Gaelic, the pitcher. She'll fire over to first.
At the end of 2 innings, South Hamilton 0, Perry 1. Batting for South Hamilton, number 21, Ashlyn Erickson.
See if Tunink here can continue to stay hot, stay on a roll.
Do you want to try
First
one?
pitch to the right-hander, Erickson comes home.
Oh shit.
Swung out and crushed down the left field line, but will go foul. Jumping on it early was Erickson.
Yeah, one of the best swings we've seen so far, even though Erickson was out in front on that one. She hit it pretty good.
An adjustment being made in the Hawks dugout, trying to jump early on Tunick's pitches. She's set, comes home. This one high and outside. Tunink doing a good job. 3 strikeouts through those 2 innings. Setting down the Hawks in order.
And the only, downside we've seen from Tunink so far, she's kind of fallen behind a large chunk of the hitters.
Yeah, that's a score.
Falling behind, having the battle back. Not an ideal position to be. The pitcher in the circles. That breaking ball doesn't quite fall in. Now goes 3-1.
Can't see that either.
Good hitters count here for Erickson.
It's easier to see that.
Danger to walk in her first batter of the game.
Stay down.
Yes, she does. Erickson takes that one high and will make her way to first.
Now batting number 4,
Base runner of the game.
Emma Lamers.
We can officially count out the perfect game, Luke.
Another right-hander. This is Emma Lammert, a shortstop. That first pitch right back up the middle, making a play on it is the shortstop and going to second for one. Great play by Welchel and really heads up as well. That was a close play. Very
Now batting number
very
10.
dangerous.
Tana
But getting
Thompson.
one, the most important part of that play.
Able to get her force out at second base that time. It looked like it was hit better off the bat, but it just died right in front of Welchel.
First pitch right there for strike 1. You're absolutely right. Off the bat, I thought that was a line drive up the middle, but it was a little bit of a cue shot right past Tunink. Welch a little bit of charge on it and make a play. Right off speed.
Throw it.
A little bit high and outside. Creeping off big secondary leads for Emma Lammers. Over at first. Keeping the Jayettes on their toes and out in the field. 1-1. Swing and a miss. Really good change up there from Tunink. Count goes to 1-2. And Thompson, the 9-hole hitter. Pitch to her. This is a swing and a ground ball to Ely over at second. Fires over to first and makes the nice play. Really weakly hit
Now
ground
batting number
ball.
14, Kendra Hoverston.
Kanealy maybe a little bit quicker than she would have liked. Had to rush that just a little bit, but a strong throw gets Thompson by a step.
And it was a high pitch that Thompson chased that time, nearly beat it down to first.
Swing and a miss on the first pitch to Hoverston as the lineup flips over. Hoverston struck out in her first at bat.
Keep your elbow up.
Couple of outs here for Tunink. That one is right there. Right down the middle. Not sure what Hoverston's looking for.
I need some nice one. I'm supposed to
Can't be letting pitchers get that good by.
I like that.
2 outs.
Wait, did you get to
Lammers
the
on
tent?
second
Did you
after
get to
the
the tent? You did?
It's not giant.
ground ball to second base, as that one is a little bit high. Again, Lammers taking a very big secondary lead, nearly getting halfway down the line. Set, the pitch,
Call it,
pop
call it,
fly,
call it.
it's going to stay on the infield. Tunink is under it.
There we go.
And she'll squeeze it. So 1 runner left on. No
It's the middle of the
hits
third inning.
and no runs.
South Hamilton 0, Perry 1.
Of the third inning on the Raccoon Valley Radio Network.
Leading off the inning for the Jayettes,
Number
11.
number 11, Sydney Barkley.
Lead off hitter strategy is Tina Luderman
can tell, you know, the bottom of the order is getting on base whenever your leadoff hitter already has 5 RBIs.
That first pitch tour is a little bit outside Barkley. A good eye. As you mentioned, she has 3 hits on the season, pretty good average. Some swings and misses on that outside slider. Good pitch. Didn't break as much as she thought. Count was even at 1. Is set, comes home. Fake fastball fouled away, straight back to our left. The top of the lineup in Kerrigan Welshman on deck. Wind still pretty gusty out there, left to right.
Get out.
Fly goes into center field and under is Thompson of the Hawks for out number 1.
A pretty good ride that time
13?
by Barkley, but the defense was playing it perfect. Thompson just had to make
Now batting for the Jayettes, number 13, Kerrigan Welchel.
So here is the right-handed Welchel. He's able to get a base knock. Going opposite field. Lead off the game for the Jayettes. First pitch to her, a little bit high and outside. She has one of the 2 hits on the evening so far. Perry. The 1-0 again outside.
And as Gaelic kind of, goes back to the second time seeing this lineup, he did fairly well this first time, only giving up 2 hits and striking out 1.
Hitter's count is Welchel. He takes a big swing and fouls this one off. Out of play down the first base line. And that first inning a little bit rough for Gaeltic, as you mentioned. Couple of hits. Welchel came around to score. That one high. Bit of a location problem right now for Gaeltic if she takes a bit of a walk. Bit of a breather, talks to herself a little bit. Up in the count 3-1 is Kerrigan. Here's the pitch. Swung on and fouled away. That one probably would call for. So the count now is going to go full. Even though it was ball 4, you want to credit Welchel with a big swing in a hitter's count.
And here she'll just have to choke up a little bit more, be a little bit more decisive if it is going to be a ball.
The payoff.
Oh, nice hit.
Line drive into center field, slicing away into the right center gap, and it's going to reach the wall. Welchel on her way to second, and she's going to slide in with a double for the Jayettes.
So why should she walk when she can get another hit as she now has 7 hits?
Now batting for the Jayettes, number 1, Taryn Nearing.
Playing the long game was Kerrigan Welchel. Fouling away ball 4, she says, I don't want to walk, I want hits. Here is Nearing. Grounded into a 6-3 put out. Was a productive out in that first inning. That first pitch to her is on the outside black for strike 1.
She also did show fun when Welchel was at second base trying to move her over.
2 innings and a half, is that a bunt?
In that first at-bat. This time she just takes the first pitch.
High and outside. We're seeing Gaeltic miss high and outside quite a bit here in this inning and also in the first. Maybe not quite settled in yet.
It's also a sign of showing you don't want to hit a right-handed hitter.
Showing bunt is
2 hands at the
Nearing
hat at the
getting
same
it down
time.
beautifully over to plate.
Oh,
Here's
there we
the
go.
pitcher. It hits Nearing as she runs down the line. It gets away, and Welchel is going to come around to score. It's 2-0 Jayettes.
Yeah. Okay, or not. I mean, that's not a
The
rule.
sacrifice bunt there, just hoping to get
not a
Welchel to
hit there.
third base. Well, it works out even
Sacrifice.
better. You got Naring safe at
She got
first
it.
on the error, and the error also allows Welchel to score from
Now batting
second.
number 14, Maci Tunink.
Safe under. Either strike or error.
2-0 ball game. Nearing stands at first.
If it's a sacrifice.
Tunink
It gives me these options, that's all.
swinging and fouling this one to the backstop. Still only one out.
That's a tough one.
You
that
can't
an aerial
discredit
snap like
anything
that?
there from Gaeltic. She made a nice play, fielding it.
It's not a
Strong
fielder's
throw.
choice.
I believe it just popped out of Hewitt's glove over at first.
It's over there.
Kicked away from her
I don't
in the
think that's
short
an error.
right field.
No, that's low.
At 0-1 in there for a strike. Maybe a touch low. The umpire
Same.
What's his? Okay, what's
benefit
it?
of the doubt. Down 0-2 is Tunink.
I mean, she'll get a
Pitch.
sacrifice for it. Oh, nice.
Does a nice
Get there,
job.
get there, get there, get there,
making
get there, get there.
contact with 2 strikes, and she line drives one up the middle. And Nearing will go over to third on the play. So runners on the corners with only 1 out. And Emily Bell is going to
Now
step
batting
in.
number 20, Emily Bell.
That was a good hit that time by Tunink. The pitch
Who's
was a
eight?
little bit away, so she just kind of hit it.
Courtesy runner for the Jayettes, number 8, Aiden Erickson.
Baseman there. And
What's
we'll
that
get a
Kate
courtesy
Erickson?
runner for Tunink.
None of these Jayettes want to take too many pitches. They want that
What's on them? I don't
contact.
think
They
it's
want
just
hits.
I think that's Aiden Erickson that's doing the running over there. You can see a number to confirm that from your vantage point, Luke.
Yep.
And it is Aiden.
First pitch to Bell, high and outside. The catcher Hoverston, I guess, thought she was running on the pitch and threw down to Erickson down at second, who had to make a nice short hop play. So bit of a risky play there from the Hawks.
Yeah, I assume they probably thought that they might try and steal a run here and have Aiden go.
That pitch right at the belt. Bell is taking it.
Supposed to be running.
Counting even at 1. Runners on the corners, 1 out. A run already home in this inning. Bell looking to add to it. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Big cut by Bell.
Yeah, she wasn't thinking single there. She was thinking of something in the gap and scoring 2 runs, not just 1.
As your cleanup hitter, though, that's absolutely what you like to see if your head coach, Tina Luderman. The 1-2.
Yep.
Off speed breaks in on the outside. Really good pitch and a much needed strikeout for Gaeltic.
Who's up? Tina?
Yeah, it's huge when
Now batting number 4, Tina Kanealy.
taking an off-speed pitch like that, just kind of went right around and hit the outside corner.
So here is the second baseman, Neely. Knocked out to the pitcher in her last at bat. Takes one off the outside for a ball.
And see, here I wouldn't be
Why
surprised
should
if
that
Coach Luderman gives the
She's not
steal
very
sign to Aiden
Doesn't
Erickson
matter.
at
There's
first.
someone
If
on
they were
third.
to try and steal
If they
a
put
run
down
here,
the
force
score.
a throw down to second.
She should. There's nobody they're gonna run. If they run over and get a hit.
1-0. Again outside.
Oh,
Taking
she's
off
out.
is the runner from
See,
first and
that's why.
also from third. Double steal action, and the Jayettes get another run.
She dropped it.
Really
She
good
was out
play
there, wasn't she?
employed there by Luderman, and it's a 3-0 ball game.
Still is.
Set it up right there,
Should we
Luke.
see what's all
That was
going
a
on?
good opportunity there. You start getting further and further down in the lineup, but if you can steal a run, you try and do it, and it works out perfectly.
So 1-1. That one is high. So the courtesy runner for Tunink moves up to second base. Nearing scores from third on that double steal. And the 2-1 is high to Kanealy.
Yeah, it's a small sample size, but if Callie Welcher can come to the plate, you know, she's got one of the top averages on this team, so if you're Perry, you'd love a walk here.
3-1. Catches the top of the zone. With Neely not being a huge hitter, you would expect that zone to shrink a little bit with her. The home plate umpire disagreed. Count goes full, 2 outs. We'll see the payoff pitch here.
Get down.
Up in a shallow
Let's him drop.
right center field, and it's going to drop. The right fielder never saw it.
Get there.
Going to second is
Oh, don't
Neely,
slide
and
like that.
sliding
Single, right?
in safely
Double.
with an RBI double. The Jayettes continue to add to the lead here in the bottom of the third.
Yeah, that's a double.
Yeah, you made note of it, right as we were starting the game, that sun is brutal for those right fielders, and yeah, it just bounced right in front of her, never saw it cleanly off the bat.
What's her number?
5. Now batting number 5, Kelly Wiltshire.
Making
The only
contact
way it sounded
Making
double
the
when
Hawks
they hit it is if like they
feel
throw it
it.
to first base and they go.
and ending up with an RBI double. Now here is Welchel. Takes the first pitch high. Welchel in her first at bat in the last inning. Rounded out, was full on that off speed. See if she can make an adjustment here.
Oh, holy shit.
That one off the outside.
It's not even
Called a
close.
strike.
They need a bleep over there.
Home plate umpire giving Jayettes a little bit of help there.
That was crazy.
1-1. Big swing, but a
think
chopper
that was in
right
the
back to
batter's box?
Jayettes on the mound.
Catch it in the
will
batter's
end
box?
the
Maybe.
inning. But the Jayettes add 3 runs.
4.
On
At the end of 3 innings, South Hamilton 0, Perry 4.
4-0 Perry as we go to the top of the 4th.
Now batting number 3,
Looking for a
McKenna
shutout
Galatek.
inning. The Hawks are going to send up their 2, 3, 4 hitters trying to answer back. First out, McKenna Galatek trying to help her own cause here. First pitch, straight up. So perhaps we're seeing the rest of the lineup catch on to the jump on a strike early if you see it trend. Tunink set and the pitch. This one skips in low. Galatek struck out looking in her first at bat back in the first inning. Good at bat for her, ending poorly. Never want to end with a backwards K. That one's high. Cal will go to 2-1. Tunink gets her pitch. That one chases Galatek out of the batter's box. He's now in a big hitter's count, 3-1 here. Don't want to walk the leadoff hitter who just had a big inning at the plate. Tunink looking to come into the zone.
Ooh.
A little bit high though for her, and Galatek will take her base.
Right, your offense just gets you 3 runs. You're up 4-0. You would love to be aggressive because the next time you're back out there in between the circle. Unfortunately, Tunink just can't find the strike zone and is behind.
So showing bunt, but slapping at it and fouling it off over Bell's head, who made a chase at it, but unable to make a play as the wind pushed it past her.
I think she started making a step or 2 in once she saw the bunt, and then that foul ball, she had an even longer way to run.
Sydney Flaw was showing bunt there. See if she does so again. She does. Pulling it back though and slapping at it for strike number 2. Good pitch, causing a swing and a miss. So up 2-0 is Tunink. We'll see if Flaw tries to bunt again with 2 strikes. She does not. That is a foul tip and it hits her in the box. She stays alive.
Because you're on the pictures. I love the pictures. Except for the ones Nate was in.
In her first at bat, she grounded back to Tunink. This time she grounds one down the third base line, and it'll go foul.
Can you take pictures from here?
Just barely foul by a couple of inches. Over to make a play on it was Welchel. A little bit late getting there.
Callie was able to make the play in foul territory. She was ready to
Who's
rip
into
that
the-
one over the first base.
To the chain link on this from here?
This pitch grounded to Welchel at short. It kicks off of her glove into center field.
Who's up?
Not able to make the play is the other Welchel sister.
Now batting number 23, Claire Hewitt.
So the air will go to her. Now runners at second and first, nobody out.
And that ball was perfect. It took her out short. Had to go a little towards second. Should have been able to step on second, get the force out there. Maybe try and turn two, too.
Swing and a miss by Hewitt.
Tough on the phone.
Clean up hitter for the Hawks. Struck out looking at her first at bat. And I think maybe it was a little bit too perfect of a ground ball to Welchel. Trying to do a little bit too much there. Tunink firing one in on the outside. Black to go up 0-2.
It's right up there for Tunink right now. It's like, you got 6 errors in the last game that, the defense is going to start letting you down now.
Pitch. Just a bit high. Trying to get Hewitt to bite. Nothing doing. See if she goes out there again. Set. And the pitch.
Good pitch.
Nice high fastball causes a swing and a miss for the first out of the inning.
That's great time for her to strike out.
Now batting number 13, Lily Ammerman.
If you can get a ground ball, maybe get a double play. I know it's tough in high school softball to double up some girls, but if you can get the perfect ground ball, you could get one.
Lily Ammerman, the right-hander, stepping in and taking that fastball on the inside for a strike. Ammerman grounded out to Kanealy in her first at bat. Got jammed on a pitch very similar to the one she just saw. She swung
Call it.
past this one
That's
into
gonna go.
very shallow center field and coming in on
Oh,
it.
good job, Taryn.
Almost
That
had
was
trouble
gonna go
with it. Nearly popped out of her glove. But she will squeeze it.
Now batting number 7, Jill Hesse.
And there you got to cover a lot of ground to get to that one. That almost looked like it should have just been the second baseman's play, even though it's a little bit more difficult when you're kind of running back to get to it. But Nairn had to go a ways to catch that one.
Tunink comes home and fires to Hesse, who grounds it right back
Here we
to
go.
where it came from, and Tunink will handle it with ease. So a couple of runners
The middle of the
lead off
fourth
to start
inning.
the inning,
South
but
Hamilton
things
0,
don't get any further.
Perry
Your
4.
score still 4-0 Jayettes here.
Now batting number 19, Callie Steva.
And Maci Tunink
Welch will end the inning grounding out to first, or to the pitcher.
The bottom three of the Jayette order will come up. Callie Steva is going to lead off. My apologies. That one is grounded past the pitcher. The shortstop over to make a play, and the throw just a little bit behind. Steva, to her credit, hustling down, beats the throw from the Lammers.
Who's
And
up?
the Jayettes get their leadoff hitter on.
Kate Erickson.
I think we can give that infield seal and give Steve.
Courtesy runner number
9.
9, Kate Erickson.
With you there. Lammers, I think, a little bit late on it. Perhaps the ball slipped out of her hand just a little bit, as it looked like more of a casual game of catch instead of a routine infield play.
And we're going to see Kate Erickson come in and be the courtesy runner for the catch-off.
So the first pitch to Hollingsworth, she foul tips into the dirt.
Pretty big swing for Maddie there, trying to do some damage on the first pitch of the at-bat.
Hollingsworth grounded back to the pitcher as she shows
nice.
up here, and this one's going to go just foul. Good idea to show bunt there, but coming in on it was Hewitt. She crashed pretty hard as soon as she showed bunt.
And that was a tough pitch to bunt, too. It was kind of high and outside, so Maddie really had to try and get the bat head all the way out there, but she wasn't able to turn it enough and keep the ball fair.
So 0-2 count, unlikely to see another bunt attempt here. As the pitch home floats in a little bit high.
And that pitch is tough to not swing at. It's just almost like a beach ball coming up. You're waiting for it to get there. You're waiting for it. And it's just right there. And you want to swing as hard as possible. But Maddie Holmes did a great job of laying off that.
The pitch, swing and a miss.
Get down, get down.
Taking off is that runner from first, and the throw skips away from Lammers at
Did I
short.
say Kate?
So, unable to
Sure?
get to strike him out, throw him out.
Sid?
But the first
Now
part
batting number 11, Sydney Barkley.
swings and misses there.
Yeah, Kate Erickson on the steal that time. I think when she gets back to the dugout, Coach Lieberman's going to say, hey, we need to slide when we're stealing bases. That was a really close play there, that she's able to make it safely.
So here is Sydney Barkley, left-handed double leadoff hitter. Step in with one out. Erickson standing at second base. As the 1-0 home, Barkley shows bunt, pulls it back. Erickson looked like she wanted to take off on that pitch, but had to hold. Barkley, with good contact in her last at bat, popped out to the center fielder, Thompson. Looks like she's going to do the
That's
same.
gonna drop.
Another pop flying shallow center field, and it is Thompson with contact to make the play. Lammers also from short was ranging out over her left shoulder to make the play. That win.
Now batting number 13, Kerrigan Welshall.
Second of the bottom of the fourth inning.
Yes.
And this might be Coach Lieberman's favorite girl to have come to the bat right now. 2 for 2 in the game.
Ooh.
She swings and misses
spin.
though on that first pitch. The slow looping curveball gets her. But you're right, Kerrigan Welshall single in the first, double back
Third
in the
base?
third.
Where's he playing?
He's got a hot bat right now, looking to keep it going.
Oh. So second.
Pitch high, count goes to 1
Oh.
and 1.
I don't know what that's called. I just took a picture.
Between first and second.
He's second base. He's playing second base.
Okay.
First, second, third, and that one shortstop.
Shortstop stands in between. Second stands in between.
Everybody else is on the base.
Pitch.
Interesting.
That inside pitch swung on and grounded foul down the third base line.
Left,
Bringing out the
left
pitch you'd
field,
like to see
center,
her
center
swing
field,
at.
right field.
Bit of
Pitcher
an
catches.
emergency swing there at a 1-1.
Just making sure.
Now she's got a battle
Trying to
with
explain the
pitch right.
numbers to her now going. So now they all have a number. This is gonna be
Whatever position they play has a number. Pitcher's 1, catcher's 2, 3, 4, 5 is third base, 6 is yeah.
This one,
Run out,
on
run out.
the infield, coming to make a play on it is Lammers, and that's going to
Into
be the
4?
final out.
At the end of 4 innings, South Hamilton 0,
Left on.
Perry 4.
Came around to score.
Now batting number 21, Ashlyn Erickson.
Four strikeouts in 4 innings for her.
Usually 4.
Add to that total. First pitch on the inside for a strike.
Here comes 2.
Ashlyn Erickson back in the third inning.
The
Being
record's
the first
21.
base runner for the Hawks today. That pitch a little bit low for a ball, maybe a
You're
touch
still your spot.
inside
Take a
as
picture
well.
over there. Very height.
The 1-1, swung on, line into left field, and breaking in on it initially was Barkley, and it's going to go over her head, and Erickson is going to cruise into second base with the first hit of the game for the Hawks.
Now batting number 4, Emma Lammers.
Even if her first step moves back,
really hoping for that.
She wasn't going to be able to make a play on it whenever she was running in at first, then had to see the ball soar over her head.
No, I can pitch every single day. It's 6 days a week.
So Tunink
crazy.
giving up her first hit in the 5th inning. Really remarkable for her as Lammers swings through a high fastball.
Corey.
After the, collapse is probably a good word for it. Last game against Roland-Story, Tunink says, I'll just take it in my own hands and keep you off the base paths. Field 1 nearly hits Lammers with an escape the batter's box.
Yeah, this is only the 4th base runner of the game, as there's been 2 walks allowed by Tunink, and then the error, and now the double.
That pitch a little bit high, not to take anything away from the Jayette defense either. Only the 1 error on the afternoon. The infield doing a pretty good job, the outfield as well. So not just Tunink, the whole team out. As that pitch on the inside will even the count at 2.
What? How many pitches? Yeah. 62.
That's like 40. Seems to 100 every game, huh?
A big strikeout situation
Not for
here.
strikes.
Runner on second, nobody out.
Change up.
Pitch, a little weak line drive over to Kanealy at second. Hesitated just a second to jump up.
Now batting number 10, Tana Thompson.
And she's able to spear it for the first out.
Wish you left early.
Swing and a miss to Tana Thompson on that high fastball. Thompson with a ground out to Kanealy in her first at bat in the 3rd.
I'm sure she's leaving before she lets go. See?
Takes that one, breaking in, using the back door to catch that outside black. Tunink quickly up 0-2, looking to put Thompson away here. She comes home with the pitch, and it's a foul
Did you
ball.
take 100 pictures?
Foul tip right at the feet of Steva. She couldn't quite squeeze it for a 3rd strike.
Oh my god.
Working quickly though is Tunink. She's in a groove right now. Is that one fouled away? Carry dugout.
Let's see that. It's alright.
Right now, that's almost the worst thing that could happen to Tunink. The foul ball delaying the game just a little bit. Home plate umpire to ask for a new ball. So we're going to do the 0-2 one more time. This one grounded right past Tunink, and it's going to go into center field. Rounding 3rd and coming home to score. And going to second is Thompson, and she'll slide in safely. So the Hawks pick up.
Now batting number 14, Kendra Hoverson.
Ground ball right past Tunink. That's Erickson who came around from second to score the first run of the game for the Hawks. That'll make it a 1-4 ball game.
And Mary came up firing that time, and Tunink wasn't necessarily in the right spot. Normally you want your pitcher to cover home there, and it's your first baseman's job to take that cutoff throw, but Tunink just grabs it right in the circle.
First pitch to Overston. Catches the bottom of the strike zone. Overston struck out and popped out back to Tunink in her 2 plate appearances. She'll take another strike, this time on the inside corner. So Tunink again up 0-2 pretty quickly.
Please don't do what you did on Wednesday.
Looking to put away the Hawks' leadoff hitter.
No shoot and hit him.
And then you lose, and then they score 7 runs.
Pitch home.
Ooh!
We'll be in there for strike 3. She catches the bottom of the strike zone. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night to the Hawks' leadoff hitter.
Now batting number 3, McKenna Gallagher.
Been able to send Overston down on strikes, and the leadoff hitter, whenever you can keep that leadoff hitter off base, you're doing a good job. 0 for 3 so far in the game.
Gal, call it. Gotta go.
Straight up into the air and breaking in on it is nearing in center field. So
Middle of the 5th inning,
2 hits.
South Hamilton 1, Perry 4.
And 1 comes around to score. Terry
Athletics.
Now batting number 1, Taryn Nearing.
Here in Perry, Iowa. Score right now being one of them. Jayettes up 4-1.
Like you're nearing the bridge.
Sure.
Bottom of the fifth
No, it's
here.
nearing.
Okay.
Yeah, clean.
And
Got
up
him.
first for the Jayettes, and Weekly grounding it over to second base.
You think it's
is
nearing?
I think
And that's
so.
gonna be his first out here on the fifth.
Nearing.
Maci,
Now batting number 14, Maci Tunink.
One
Home run,
out.
calling it. Calling home run.
Ideal.
you called a home
if
run
you're
last
the
game and
Jayette
earlier in
leadoff
this game.
hitter.
Yeah, but this time I really feel like you're doing it. I said at some point she's
He's
gonna
over
hit.
two calling home
I said
runs.
at some point she's gonna hit it a home run. But this is the
Calling
at
home
bat.
runs.
Home run, bang.
So
Oh,
this
shit.
pitch, Weekly fouled off. Maci Tunink, who is
It's gonna be her or Emily. How about that?
In this
used
game.
that off
This at
speed
bat.
on the outside corner, stealing a strike there. He's nailed it. That one, much better
sure.
contact over into right
Oh,
field, and again,
Maci.
Flaw didn't see it. Tunick will round
she
first
jogging?
and cruise into second base.
Why is she jogging?
And stay right there on a great hit into right center field.
Who's running?
And there's Tunink to 2 for 3 in the game, a single back in the third. She also added an RBI in the first, so doing a great job to
running?
help herself out in this game so far.
Number 8.
Courtesy runner number 8, Aiden Erickson. Now batting number 20, Emily Bell.
Erickson slides in at second base as the courtesy run for the pitcher.
That was in the air towards where I
Here
thought
is-
she would hit it.
Emily Bell singled into left field back in the first inning. Struck out looking into the third.
Yep.
So with one out, looking for either a productive out or finding some grass to bring home Erickson. First pitch to her just off the outside.
Oh.
Big swing at this.
She wants it.
Looking to scratch one in the home run column there. It's not able to make contact.
She had a couple of those last season and was looking for the first one of this season.
I think she needs to
So count evens at one with one out. That one low, it gets away from the
Get
catcher.
out.
Breaking for third is Erickson, and she's going to make
She's got hit in
it.
the face.
Yeah.
The throw
Does she have-
down from Hoverson
Does she
to
have a mask on?
Ammerman
Nope.
was
There goes
right
Dad.
there, but I believe it hit Ammerman, the third baseman, directly in the face.
Yeah, she got no glove on that one. That just went straight off her face. As you see in softball, a lot of the infielders will wear masks, and she was wearing a mask there, but that's still, not what you're expecting.
1 out.
Almost shocking, too, that she was just not able to get any bit of her glove on that one at all.
She looked at the runner.
She
and
took
then
that
she
one
looked
full
at the runner.
force.
And
She
then
goes,
Yeah, the pitch was in the dirt. And
Oh, she did have a
Overson,
mask
the
on.
catcher, did a great job of keeping in front of her.
Oh, she did have a
Erickson was a
mask.
little bit late getting off
Yeah,
of
did she have a
second
mask
base
on?
and eventually
whatever.
deciding to
I heard
go.
it click.
If
Yeah.
it is caught
You thought it was her,
cleanly,
like,
I think
teeth or
they get
something?
It was her
Erickson out
face.
at third. The Jayettes catch a break there as we take a look at this.
This is like the first time I've seen Dad have to do anything in a softball game,
Dallas
ever.
County Hospital, where specialized care is close to home.
So right now, Ammerman getting a full physical evaluation. I believe that's the Perry.
yes, it's
Yep.
Clint Luderman.
Clint Luderman, 21st Century Rehab.
Yep, Clint Luderman with 21st Rehab, taking a look over there, working with her.
We got his
Look
brother
back
and
to
his son
recent
up here,
game
too,
action
well.
there, Bell just took that huge swing at the pitch prior to the one that ended up in the dirt. One of those things, maybe Galich was scared a little bit, just wanted to throw one into the dirt, see if she could get Bell to chase, and it leads to, a wild pitch and a runner ending up at third
break her
and
mask?
possibly an injury to a third baseman.
Yeah, I think it did.
Nothing you can do there if you're Erickson. You're just trying to make a play. It's going to benefit your team. Sliding in there, being aggressive, doing everything she can. You can't fault her. And it looks like
She's good?
Ammerman is going to
Dang.
stay in the game. So she passes all the tests, clears her eyes a little bit, maybe a shake of the old noggin, and we're ready to go. So the count will be 2 and
Imagine if you
1.
had the mask on.
One out here. Emily Bell will step back in. Erickson at third.
Now you could see some gamesmanship where, you know, maybe if it wasn't Bell at the plate, maybe you try and lay down a bunt just to see if Emmerman can make a play. But when you have someone like Bell, who's a big swinger, and in the heart of your lineup, you're not going to see.
Good job, Dad.
No battery.
So we're ready for action. Geltic steps back in on the rubber. Here we go.
Ooh.
Slow off speed, nearly caught the outside corner. I say nearly. Bell wanted to swing it back too. Not biting though, and the count will go to 3 and 1.
Look for the pitch in a certain zone. If you get it, swing the bat or take the walk.
That pitch, another slow
She was
curveball.
going to swing it there.
Bell gave up on that a little bit early, and it fell in for strike 2.
She didn't have to swing so hard. Just hit it.
Bell will step out as Geltic got her pitch from the dugout a little bit late. All right, here we go with the payoff pitch. Another off
Good at
speed,
Matt.
and that one's
Matt, you can get it
outside,
on
and
the
Bell
run.
will take her base. So we got runners on the corners.
have Lily
One
America?
out here for
Lily America?
Kanealy. Second baseman. Now it looks like Luderman wants a pinch runner for Bell over at first.
Who is it?
Yeah, Lily
10.
Myers.
Shakes
Pinch
her
running for the Jayettes, number 10, Lily America Myers.
as her teammates chomp
Nobody
a
like
little bit in the dugout for her.
Now we see Lily Myers, the freshman, take over at first base there. Known for her speed. Won
That's what I
the
was gonna do
Park
with the first
Iowa
round.
Conference track
Really,
meet
Lily
titles
America?
and
Is
long
that really her
distance
name?
running as well as
She a
in
steal right
cross
now?
country.
First pitch to Kanealy is high. She's
You're
up
gonna throw it
on
down.
the count early. She popped out back to Geltic in her first at bat, then rocketed a double into right field in her second at bat.
Ooh, that was inside.
It's in on the inside. And even the count at 1. Saw quite a few pitches, driving the count full before
How many pitches do you have?
that
67
double
also?
in the right field.
Oosh.
Kanealy looking for another good at bat here. The pitch inside.
inside.
They're going to the
Foul.
dugout?
Yeah.
That got into the JF dugout. Looks like everybody's okay.
Why?
And now you know
Who
they're all
threw that?
paying attention a little bit closer.
The Cali, probably.
Heart rates go up just a little bit.
I think Veda was
Everybody
dancing on the
focuses
door.
in on the game once more. All side conversations stop. We're just lucky everybody's all right. The 2-1 pitch is swung on and missed. And that's going to be, that was actually strike number 3 from her. The foul ball
Who's that?
was strike number 2. So Kanealy
Kelly
was
Wiltshire?
fooled there on a
Huh?
big curveball.
Number?
Swings through.
Now batting number 5, Callie
That's
Welchel.
on third strike.
Can't see her number at
Myers
all.
moves
It's
up
dark in
to
the shadow.
second. So we have runners on third and second now. 2 outs. Here is Welcher. I should say Kaylee Welcher.
Callie.
First
Told you,
pitch a
mate.
little bit high.
Told you. Told you.
That
He
they-
said Kaylee. He goes, I should get Kaylee.
I still don't.
I used to care.
Yeah, but the K doesn't make a K-A-Y.
Kaylee.
She is 0 for 2 in the
K-A.
game
Cali
so
is
far.
CA, like California.
That first pitch, that second pitch for the first strike of the at-bat is going to catch the outside corner. Welchel with a pair of ground outs, one to the third baseman, one right back to Geltic on the mound. This
Oh,
one
go,
rocketed
go,
into
go, go.
right field, and it looks like it's going to hop off the wall. 1 run scores, 2
Interference,
runs are going to
interference.
score. Welchel is going to go into second base, and that's a 2 RBI double for her. And the Jayettes add a pair of runs. It's a 6-1 ball game.
What happened?
Yep, Myers, the courtesy runner, able to score from second base, as well as Erickson, who was another runner that came in for Tunink, was able to score as
Callie?
well. So,
Now batting number 19, Callie Steva.
base pass, and it works out well that time as they both score. And that's now 6 RBIs on the season for Haley Wilcher.
Scoreboard, Nate.
Big 2-out hit.
It says
for her.
4-1.
As this one, a slow tapper right back towards the mound, and over to make a play on it is Galtic. And that's going to end
At the end
inning.
of 5
A
innings,
couple of hits.
South Hamilton 1,
couple
Perry
of runs,
6.
and one runner left on base.
Batting for the Hawks, number 9, Sydney Flaw.
On an error by Kerrigan Welchel, the shortstop, back in our 4th inning. Now in the 6th, she'll lead things up. Choking up on the bat, comes in with the pitch, shows butt, and it's going to be a foul ball. So she'll make her way back into the batter's box, and she'll do this again. Really good speed in the 3 hole for this Southampton team,
That'll be fine.
who have only mustered 1 run against Tunink. She's having herself a great day. Here comes the 0-1, another bunt shown. Tunink fields it, fires over to first base, and goes down. 1-3 on the putout as we get the first out.
Now batting number 23, Claire Hewitt.
We'll see Hewitt come to the dish. Tunink's already sent her back where she came from, twice on strikeouts. 1 swinging, 1 looking. Tunink stares in, rocks and fires. Pitch is going to be high and call the ball. Count moves to 1-0. So Tunink only giving up 1 run so far. That's the least on the season. She's still working, and her second pitch of the game is going to be swung through and missed. Count moves to 1-1. Tunink taking her time,
We could be thrown out easy.
thinking about this next pitch.
They don't.
Comes
They
home
also
to
could
Hewitt, and it will be swung through and missed. May have gotten a piece of that one.
Green County sometimes.
Just a sophomore is
We went to like
Hewitt.
14 innings last year with them. It was awful.
Sometimes you get a pitcher, a ground ball like
some
that,
pitches.
Yeah.
a PFP, can really raise your heart rate. So you'd like to see her keep attacking like she is. Is that when it's going to go? You'll keep attacking. That will lower your heart rate as you get back into that rhythm, into that groove. The worst thing you can do is start throwing balls, because then you feel like everything's falling apart.
Here comes the 2-2 pitch. It's going to be a little low, and she'll run the count full. So yeah, like last inning when there was a couple runners on base, we saw Tunink, getting the ball back, stepping back on the rubber immediately. Here she's taking her time, walking around the circle a little bit, and she'll come home with the full count pitch.
Right.
It is a walk, and that will
Now batting number 13, Lily Emmerman.
I think she was still a little bit upset about that 2-2 not being called a strike, trying to overcompensate there on that full count. Not able to get the movement she wanted to break in on that back door.
Lily Ammerman, the third baseman, stepping into the box. Here comes the first pitch. Hurt, swung at, hit to Kerrigan at shortstop. She'll fire to second, and Kanealy to first. Not in time, but they'll get the lead
Didn't have a
runner.
fast enough
And then they
reaction
throw
time.
the ball away.
my
Luckily, the Hawks aren't paying attention, or they would have gotten a free base there. It was a bad throw. Bell trying to get it back to Tunink. But they'll get the lead.
Now batting number 7, Jill Hesse.
Yeah, as you mentioned, that is Kerrigan Welchel over there at short, who gets a little bit of redemption. She had one of those that she kicked earlier in the game, able to field it cleanly and able to get one.
Stepping back into the batter's box.
Job, Tina.
There
you go.
Fire one to the second baseman. Kanealy will make the play. And if you could get 4 outs, Perry would have.
The middle of the 6th inning, South Hamilton 1, Perry 6.
We go to the bottom of the 6th.
Now batting number 16, Maddie Hollinsworth.
And Maddie Hollinsworth will step into the batter's box. She is 0 for 2 so far in this one. She struck out in her last at bat. That was back in the 4th with a runner on base. for this 6th inning. Throws one high and outside off the catcher's glove, Hoverson, and that will be 1-0 as she starts out this inning. Hollingsworth getting comfortable in the batter's box. Here comes the pitch. It's going to be taken for a strike. Catches the bottom part of the zone.
Yeah, we've seen that bottom part of the zone maybe be a little bit looser than most umpires would call.
See the
a
field
little bit
soccer
lower
shirts?
in the knees around the
These are,
shins, but
Toronto
at the
Blue
very
Jays.
least you could
Blue
say
Jays,
it's
yeah.
consistent for
that?
both teams.
1-1 pitch is going to be
Hey, there we go.
right in front of the right fielder. So Hollingsworth had a pitch come inside on her, and it just kind of a little bit late on the swing and gets it to drop in front of the right fielder, and that works out as a base hit.
Yeah, as you mentioned, that
Special
pitch,
kick?
it kind of ran a little bit inside, but she did a pretty good job with an
Nope.
inside-out swing,
Number 7.
knocking that
Cassidy.
one down a few feet.
Running for the Jayettes, number 7, Cassidy Atwell.
Foul line.
Oh, she's a
Good
flex.
job of keeping her hands tight
She
to her
playing right
body.
field?
Doing a good job finding a little bit of arrow there for a hit.
And we're
see
seeing
it's on.
Atwell coming in and running for herself. So Hollingsworth was the designated player, so she's been hitting
It's on
for
us.
Atwell, who is the right fielder. Well, now Atwell's going to come in and run in her spot in the lineup. Barkley comes into the batter's box. She's flown out to center field twice, and she'll take the first pitch high, maybe inside for a ball. Count as 1-0. We'll see if Barkley can try one of these other Southpaw defenders. As Thompson's been able to make the play both of the times, she went her way. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. It's going to be fouled out of play down the third base line. Count moves to 1-1. Barkley, the senior, wrapping up her final eligibility here with the Jayettes. Kept busy during the track season and she took part in shot put and discus, a lot of the throwing events for Barkley. Here comes the 0-1. It's going to be
Go, Sid,
swung
go,
back,
Sid.
ground ball, and
Sid,
Gillis
Sid.
has to try and make a play on this one, and she fires over to first base, and they get her by a step.
Callie?
That will move Atwell to second
15,
base.
It is?
Now batting number 13, Kerrigan Welchel.
Swinging the ball for the ground ball. I mean, that thing just died a few feet past the left-handed batter's box. And as you mentioned, Deltic had to come on and, aggressively
2 for 3.
field that ground ball and fire over there quickly.
This
And
is her
credit
fourth.
to Hewitt for looking through that sun to make the play.
Kerrigan Welchel snaps
Ooh,
into the
just
box,
missed it.
and she's first pitch
Step
swinging.
backwards.
And will foul this one out of play down the first base line. Behind in the count is Kerrigan Welchel. 0-1. 2 for 3 in the game. She singled in the first, doubled in the third, and then flew out to the shortstop back in our fourth. 7 hits on the season. Here comes the 0-1, swung at, and this one's also going to be out of play down the first base line. Quickly behind in the count, 0-2 is Kerrigan Welchel. 13 at-bats, no strikeouts for the sophomore. Leads the team in RBIs. In the leadoff spot, she's got a McClellan on second. Here comes the pitch. It's going to be high, taken for a ball, 1-2. Even with all the nasty weather we had in the early hours this morning and the wind gusts, good to see that the field held up well, and we've been able to bring you softball tonight. Here comes the 1-2 pitch to Welchel. It's
nice.
swung at, out to center field. Thompson makes the play, and retreating to second base is Atwell. She may have thought that one was going to carry a little bit more than it did.
Yeah, she's not the only one. That was hit very well. The only problem is she hit it too well. I think it just cut right through the wind in center field. Thompson was over. She got a really
Now batting
great
number
on
1,
that one. Good
Taryn Nearing.
was able to glide over there for an out.
Mary stepping into the batter's box, still looking for her first hit of the game. And We now have 2 outs with a runner on second. That is Atwell. Here comes
Whoa.
the first pitch, and there it. Where's that one on her left thigh? It looked like.
You're gonna get hit. Not the worst place to get
That hurt.
That now puts runners on.
Now batting number 14, Maci Tunink.
Good speed on the base special. Atwell at second, and Nairn on that first. That sends the 3-hole hitter, the pitcher, Tunink, into the batter's box. She's already helped herself out a couple of times.
Oh, it's just
2 for 3 with an RBI. First pitch of the at-bat.
Bang.
She's swinging and it goes right back. Count is 0-1. Tunick's done a great job in the circle and in the batter's box. Having herself a tremendous game. It's early in the season, but so far her best game of the year. Here comes the pitch. It's going to be high, kind of a floater, and she really wanted to swing, and that was a hold up.
The first pitch that she fouled straight back was another high fastball, and that time she was reaching to just crush that one. As we mentioned, the slow breaking ball has gotten a couple of these Jayettes, so good honor for holding back.
1-1 pitch is going to be high and outside, taken for a ball, runs the count 2-1.
And as a pitcher in my high school days, I know that she's a little bit upset about that one run that crossed back in the 5th inning, so maybe looking to do a little bit of damage in her first at-bat since.
Here comes the pitch. It's going to be swung through and missed, trying to maybe do some of that damage, and gets caught on an off-speed pitch. Runs the count 2-2 with Atwell at second. And Naring at first after
This is
she
so
was hit
slow.
by a
Changeup
pitch.
is almost dropping straight down.
Gaelic. Only a handful of strikeouts tonight, and it's going to be
Go
swung
Mace,
at by
go Mace, go
Tunink.
Mace.
It's right to Gaelic. She'll fire over to first, and after one hit,
At the end of 6 innings,
2 runners.
South Hamilton 1, Perry 6.
7th, Perry leading so
Nah.
many conference games to open.
Now batting number 21, Ashlyn Erickson.
You don't really get a chance to get
That's
in
it.
the
No
groove
big
of
deal.
things. You play 3 conference games your first week, 2 conference games your
We've
second
done
week.
that.
Here comes the first
Like that.
pitch. It is
That's what I said.
swung at and popped
That's
out
it.
to left field. Getting
Ooh,
under
boy.
and making the grab.
Do you
to
think for sure
Barkley.
she's gonna
One
catch
out,
this?
one
They're
out.
going to run into each other or
As
something.
Erickson goes down.
Now batting number 4, Emma Lammers.
Lammers, the shortstop, making her way to the batter's box. Also going to see the dish this inning is Thompson, the center fielder. Here comes the first pitch to Lammers,
Strikes,
high and
Mace.
outside. Count moves to 1-0. The wind's really starting to pick up again and still moving left to right, out towards right field. It seems to die down a little bit, but it's whirling once again. And speaking of whirling, Lammers chases a ball. Count moves to 1-1. Really uncomfortable swing she took at that one. Tunink ready to rock and fire, comes home, foul back by Lammers. Count moves to 1-2.
And this at bat might be the highest velocity that I've seen from Tunink all night. I mean, she's looking stronger than ever in this 7th inning.
Looking a little amped to put this one away. As she stares in, ahead in the count. Fires home.
There's no way it's
Foul
66
back and
innings.
out of play.
It says, feels like, it says temperature 66, feels like 66.
There's no way that's
Hawk Squad has done a
Maybe
better
if you're
job
in the
of
sun,
making
but
contact.
nobody does anything.
As there hasn't been a strikeout recorded since the 5th inning. Tunink coming home, high and outside. That's going to be a ball. Runs the count to 2-2. As Tunink takes her time this time, catching her breath after throwing the ball. She's ready to rock and fire, and it's going to be swung down, and it's a weak ground ball to Kanealy at second. She'll make the play, and Bell makes the grab, and that is out number 2.
Now batting number 10,
Weak ground ball.
Tana Thompson.
She didn't quite attack that with as much aggressiveness as you would have liked to see with how weak it was hit. And because of it, she had rushed and just barely got her by, I think, a half a step, too.
Left left-handed hitting Thompson steps into the batter's box and takes the first pitch for a ball. Yeah, a speedier runner, and Kanealy would have been in trouble there. Falling behind to the 9-hole hitter, down to their final out is South Hamilton. Here comes the pitch, swung and fouled back. Count moves to 1-1. South Hamilton 0-2 on this season. They fell to Greene County earlier this week, 9-5, and Sadell beat up on them 12-0. The Sadell Eagles look to be the class of the Heart of Iowa Conference this season. We'll see how it all shapes up. The 1-1 pitch, high and inside, called the ball, moves the count to 2-1. Sadell won the conference crown last year. They returned a good chunk of ladies from that conference winning team. 2-1, pitch to the outside corner. Count is 2-2. And South Hamilton down to what could be their final strike. Thompson reached on a single back in the 5th inning. Here comes the pitch. She spins and she'll reach on a single again. She finds the hole between the Welchels. And that will be a base knock to extend this game for the time being. Thompson has 2 of the 3 hits.
Number 14, Kendra Hoverston.
Now batting number 14, Kendra Hoverston.
That was a really good 2 strikes right there. We've said this for both sides this game, just not getting too much on their outside pitch. It's really good coaching for both of these squads, just able to find barrel and find a gap.
Overson steps into the box, the leadoff hitter. Takes the first pitch for a ball. Count moves to 1-0. 0 for 3 in the game is the catcher
Even if it goes into
for South
20 innings.
Hamilton.
I say once you
Here
put the
comes
chair
the
away.
pitch. It will be right
Once you put the
across
chair away,
plate.
you're not
Call
gonna
the
stand.
strike count is 1-1.
No matter what.
Overson striking out twice. Also popped up to Tunink. Here comes the 1-1. It's a ground ball to Tunink. She gloves it, fields it, throws over to first, and the Jayettes get the out.
That's the end of the game. Your final score, South Hamilton 1, Perry 6.
That is a Jayette victory. We'll take a quick timeout, get you the final numbers in this one, and we'll send you to the lead.
Alrighty, there's your box score. We will see you back here next Wednesday. Thanks for watching.